WFMU, you're on the air.
Hello, Tom.
Hello, is this Myrlyn?
This is Myrlyn Hogan.
Hey, Myrlyn. Well, thank you for doing this. I appreciate this.
It's a pleasure to be with you all tonight.
Uh-huh. And well, I guess you're one of the leading psychics throughout North America.
That is true, and it's not in our personality of psychics to be boastful, but I was voted the best crystal goblet-assisted psychic in North America by the Psychic Guild East.
Mm-hmm. Is it possible for you to speak up at all, Myrlyn?
Oh, certainly. Could you hear what I last said?
You were saying that you were the... well, can you say it again?
Sure. I was voted the best crystal goblet-assisted psychic in North America by the Psychic Guild East last year.
So you were voted crystal goblet?
Yes. See, I use a crystal goblet to see into the future, to get my glimpses.
Okay. And how does that work when you have a...
I have the goblet, and I do not put anything in it. I just I usually clean it with a special cloth, and then I let it sit for a second, and then eventually, anywhere between 10 seconds and 2 minutes, the visions will start, the glimpses into the future, and then I'm off and running. Okay,
and you can pretty much read for an individual or for an event?
I started off just doing it for my friends. I acquired the goblet in 1992 purely by chance, but there is no chance. It's all. I think it's predetermined, and I found this goblet in a pawn shop, and several months later, the goblet began giving me glimpses, and
so you just bought this goblet,
yes,
just to buy a goblet.
I thought it looked neat, yes.
Mm-hmm. And it turned into how did it reveal itself to you?
Well, I was actually just sitting in my room one day, and I was listening to an album by the band Styx, The Grand Illusion, and which is a very mystical album in and of itself. And I just started to see things. And the one thing that I saw in particular at first, I actually live outside of the city of Philadelphia.
Okay.
About 45 minutes to the northwest. And I began to look and see the future of our local female high school lacrosse team.
Really?
The North Penn High Lady Knights, yes.
So that was just in the goblet?
That was in the goblet, and I saw them doing well in the season. And I also saw them doing very well at regionals, and that's exactly what happened.
Wow, so that's actually how this whole thing came about. And
yes,
and what do you see in the goblet?
Oh, I see. Well, I actually, you've seen the old. Have you ever seen a documentary that came out, I believe, in the 1980s, called "The Man Who Saw Tomorrow"? It's about Nostradamus.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was the one narrated by
Orson Welles.
Orson Welles, yes.
Well, it's similar. He would look into his I believe it was a bowl of some sort, and he would just get the vision, and that's exactly what I get.
So there are a lot of psychics who have they get their powers or their visions from goblets. Is that's a common?
Well, it's not very common. There's only, as far as I know, there are about 25 crystal goblet assisted psychics out there. But as I said, and I don't mean to blow my own horn, but I was voted the best, which is a real honor.
Mm-hmm.
Most psychics deal in the tarot or a crystal ball or tea leaves, that sort of thing. And I think that the crystal goblet is somewhat rare. But with my predictions, I have a special passion for music-related predictions.
Okay.
I've played the bass guitar since I was around 12. And I was in a band at the time when I first started getting my readings. I was in a band in the Philadelphia area called Fuzzface.
Okay. And what kind of music was that?
Well, it was kind of a cross between Ween and the James Gang after Joe Walsh left.
Wow. So that's kind of an interesting style of music.
It was a very interesting band. I don't think we got the recognition that we needed or deserved. And as most people know, that Philadelphia is a very tight-knit musical community, and I don't think we ever really got the help from the other bands there.
Okay, so you were a fan of music.
Yes.
And has there been any overlap between your goblet?
When I started, I would do readings for a lot of my friends in the musical scene, and it was hard because it's hard when you look in there and you see your friend's career, and you know that it's just not going to happen for them, and that their whole future is hinging on them doing well at South by Southwest or CMJ, and you know that they're not even going to be accepted. So it was hard, although I can't say who this band is because in the psychic game, we are not at liberty to reveal our clients.
Okay.
But there was one band that I did a reading for, and they have been wowing audiences for years with their patented brand of ska-tinged rap metal. So there was a band there that actually did go on to greatness. And
ska-tinged rap metal?
Yes, I can't. You understand why I can't actually say who they are.
Mm-hmm.
But through my friends...
Are they popular now?
Not anymore, but they were in the mid to late 90s.
Mm-hmm. Would you be, I guess, offended if I hazard a guess at who it was?
Oh no, go.
Is it Mighty Mighty Boss Tones?
I'm not going to comment.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, through my reading with them, I met a not so young band who was coming through town, whose initials are S.A. from the Midwest, and I did a reading for them that was not so good, that was not so positive. And through them, I really made connections, and word of the goblet and my talents spread far and wide.
S.A.
Yes.
What kind of music did they play?
Oh, I shouldn't divulge that.
Well, it is interesting, though. You have to admit that...
they were from the Midwest.
Uh-huh.
They had a very big year in, I believe, 1992.
Right about when you must have gotten into the game.
Yes. But by the time I did the reading for them, things were not so bright.
And how is, as a professional,
yes,
I guess, when someone asks for their future,
yes,
you have to kind of tell them to what's on the what the goblet's showing, right?
I did not at first. That was the problem with my friends' readings. I would tell them that even though I saw that their band was going to be relegated to Wednesday nights at 11 at the Khyber Pass, and not the Bowery Ballroom.
Mm-hmm.
I lied. I really lied at first.
Mm-hmm.
And said things were going to be great. And then they would find out that they were not accepted to South by Southwest or CMJ, and then they would come back at me and sometimes come at me.
Mm-hmm. Wow. So you would get, because I guess it hurts to see that your future is not what you would like it to be.
But it also hurts to be punched.
Yeah, I guess I can agree with that too.
So,
now, would you be willing to take a call?
Oh, I would love to. Yeah.
Okay, because we would like to, maybe get some some listeners to get their to have their fortunes foretold.
Well, they're not fortunes. I don't like to say that because that puts one in mind of the traveling gypsy and of in days of yore, and that's not what I'm about.
WFMU, you're on the air.
Hi, guys. Happy Millennium.
Thank you.
Happy Millennium to you.
Okay, I have a question that I did ask another psychic, and I want to get a second opinion, basically.
Okay.
When are the Boston Red Sox going to win the World Series?
Well, I've got some bad news for you.
I've already gotten bad news from the other psychic.
They will not win until the great Louis Tiant comes back and pitches for them.
No, really. When do you think they're going to... This is a very good show, by the way, but really, when do you think they're going to win it all?
Probably not in your lifetime. I'm guessing you're 60.
No.
Well, that is what the goblet has given up.
Okay.
All
right. Thanks, caller.
It's only baseball. There's much more to life. Tom,
let me just make mention that we are joined on the phone by Myrlyn Hogan, who is a nationally renowned psychic, and you were kind of explaining
how it's done.
Do you explain? Yeah.
Tom, I would also I need to state this right now.
Okay.
That these readings are for entertainment purposes only.
Okay.
Yes.
What is?
Well, I'm required to say that at this point. I had a little incident a year and a half ago when I was contacted by a family regarding whether or not they should get a shark as a pet, and they would keep it in their pool in the backyard. And I consulted the goblet, and I don't know if I misread or what, but I said that sounded like a good idea to me. And the shark killed their dog. So
you just it's as a matter of covering yourself from any future.
It's a sort of an insurance policy. Yes.
Okay. All right. Would you mind taking another call?
Oh, I would love to.
WFMU, you're on the air with Myrlyn Hogan.
Hi, guys.
Hi.
I have a question. It's a career question.
Okay.
I am currently starting to write a book.
Okay.
But it's a lot of work to do that, and I just wanted to know, if it's worth it for me to do this, or if it's just going to be, relegated to the sell pile somewhere.
Can I ask what the book is about?
Autobiographical.
Okay.
Now, are there certain things? This is interesting because you're doing a reading for a specific person.
Yes.
Are there certain things that you need from? Or is it just a feeling?
It's a feeling, and then I also need. I like to know the approximate age of the caller. Caller, what is your age?
29.
29. Okay. I also like to get a feel for their influences. Are they creative? Do they think from the right or the left side of the brain?
So what?
You sound very creative to me.
How did you know that?
I can feel. Okay, and now I will consult the goblet. I see great things for you.
Really?
I see great things. I see fame. I see a bestseller.
Right.
I think you are on the track, young lady.
All right.
Stay with it.
Wow,
Wow, thank you.
Oh, and it's such a pleasure to see this too in the goblet. I wish you could see it. It's a bright orange, but it has gold. It's got a gold tint to it too. That's quite scrumptious.
Wow.
Great.
Well, thank you very much.
Best of luck, although I do not think you need it.
Oh, right. Thank you so much.
Best wishes.
Great. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
I should make mention you're listening to WFMU East Orange, WXHD Mount Hope worldwide on the internet at WFMU.org. This is the best show on WFMU. My name is Tom Scharpling, and we are joined by Myrlyn Hogan, a renowned psychic. I guess nationally renowned. Is that how you like to?
Well, at this point, national. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. I hope to branch out. That would be great. I have a website.
Okay.
I heard you read off your website address. And,
Okay, that was an email address,
I'm
actually.
sorry. I have one of those too. If anybody wants to contact me, it's Myrlyn9. That's MYRLYN 9 at hotmail.com. And you can visit me on the web at http://www.geocities.com/psychmyrl. That's PSYCHICM/144/tilde/magic flute/pudding/Merlin.html.
Great. So people can check you out
That's right.
if they want. And I should make mention, the phone number is 201-200-9368. Myrlyn Hogan is our guest psychic who will be doing predictions for the year 2001 for encompassing events, like national events, I guess. Do you see
National
things
events.
like that?
Let me tell you some predictions that I made in the past that came true.
Okay.
You know, there are several categories, and there's the ones where you're dead on, and those feel so good.
Mm-hmm.
And there are the ones that come true, but there's an element that did not come true, and those are always somewhat frustrating because
Mm-hmm.
you feel like you're on the track, you feel like you got the right input, and then something went kind of squirrely. So the ones that came true, if you care to hear them, do you care to hear them?
Please. This is fascinating.
Well, I predicted that President Clinton would win the presidency twice.
So these are just things over the course of...
Yes, since I started reading, yes. I predicted that the Pope become seriously ill, and that came to be. I predicted that George W. Bush would win in a hotly contested race, and that it would hinge on a southern state.
Really?
Yes.
When did you make that prediction?
I made that prediction in May of 2000.
Really?
Yes,
So that's...
quite a bit ahead of the other psychics who are claiming that that victory. Yes.
Okay.
I predicted David Letterman's heart trouble.
Okay.
I predicted OJ's low-speed chase.
When did you predict
I
that?
predicted that.
Because I guess that was like June of '94.
Yes, I predicted that in December of '93.
Really?
Yes.
Wow. So you...
And yes, and I don't know where that came from because the term low-speed chase was, as far as I know, nowhere in the vernacular of the American public. So
Yeah.
that was truly from beyond.
Mm-hmm. Do you have any more things that you had predicted?
Well, I predicted that Y2K would not be a big deal. You know, I predicted that it would not wreak havoc, and it did not.
Okay.
I came very close with the Elian Gonzalez episode. I was a little bit off on the name. I predicted Elaine Gonzalez.
Like a female name.
Yes.
But you actually predicted a name.
Elaine Gonzalez. Yes.
But that was for what? For...
I predicted that there would be great strife between America and one of its neighbors to the south, and that it would be the result of a young girl. I was wrong there, by the name of Elaine Gonzalez.
Wow, but that's still, I mean, you've got to feel pretty proud of yourself when a prediction comes that close. I mean,
it's a good feeling, but you know, it's not. Then I have to come down to earth and realize that it's the goblet, it's not me.
Mm-hmm.
I predicted last week's snowstorm.
When did you predict that?
Back in August.
Really? So you knew there would be a snowstorm this?
Of quite magnitude, yes. Of a big, yes.
So what? I guess these are all predictions you hit right on the head, pretty
Exactly,
much.
yes.
But you made mention of things that come like close but no cigar.
Yes. As I said earlier about the OJ low-speed chase,
Mm-hmm.
I predicted that O.J. would be found innocent, which did happen, but
Mm-hmm.
I also predicted that Judge Ito would commit suicide during the trial, and that television's Judge Wapner would take over for him.
As the presiding judge for the...
Exactly. That did not happen.
Mm-hmm.
I predicted the Clinton-Lewinsky trouble. I even got the initials ML. But I also predicted that Clinton would commit suicide in office.
That he what, based on the horror of the embarrassment of the
embarrassment and
the event?
The fear of the negative impact that might have on the country.
Okay.
I predicted Tom Hanks would win back-to-back Oscars.
Which I guess he did for, was it Philadelphia and Forrest Gump, I think.
Yeah, exactly. But I also predicted he would commit suicide because he had nowhere else to go but down, because he had heard my prediction that he would not win a third time in a row.
Wow. So you actually, I'm picking, there seems to be like a thread of suicide through a lot of these.
I just tell what the goblet tells. Here's a final one that did not fully happen, that is a bit off from what you had just said. I predicted the whole Napster debate.
When did you call that?
This was in 1998, although I came up with the name Bapster, B-A-P-S-T-E-R.
Okay.
But I also predicted that Metallica drummer Lars Ulrich would try to kill Sean Fanning.
Who's the founder of Napster?
Exactly, and then thus ending up in Pelican Bay Correctional Institute.
So that has not happened, at least yet.
Well,
There's
it's
still
looking like it might not.
Yeah.
Yes.
The phone number is 201-200-9368. We have nationally renowned psychic Myrlyn Hogan on the phone, and if you maybe want your 2001
That's true.
predicted, give a call.
Later on, I will tell you of my national predictions for 2001.
Okay.
They're
Well,
quite juicy.
Well, let's take a call now.
Okay.
Right. The WFMU, you're on the air.
Oh, I am?
Yes.
Okay.
Hello.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm okay. I'm 18,
Okay.
and I'm in high school now, and I guess this coming fall, I'm going to apply to art schools and everything.
Okay.
And I was just wondering, like, I'm having a lot of trouble with my art teachers and stuff, and I was just wondering if I had, like, any shot at it, or...
Let me see. Let me look into the goblet.
Okay.
Oh, things look very good for you.
Really?
Yes, I see you being accepted. I see you excelling. And I see you, by the year 2012, having your own gallery.
Oh, really?
Yes.
So I should just stick with it. I'm
Stay
pretty...
with it. I get a good feel. I feel that you're very creative. I feel that I see the things. I see that things are completely on the rise for you, and I think you should stay at it, and I think you'll be pleasantly surprised.
Well, thanks.
All right,
Best wishes.
Thank you very much.
Thanks. Bye.
Now, I guess you had also made, I keep saying the phrase made mention, which is driving me crazy, but I don't know if you can predict why I keep saying that, but I keep doing.
I do not know. I should have mentioned that these readings are for entertainment purposes, yes.
Okay, which is just, I mean, I know, I guess it's a courtesy for me to remind you of
Exactly,
that.
and I do appreciate that.
Okay. Let's take another call.
Okay.
WFMU, you're on the air with Myrlyn Hogan.
Hey, that's great. Just wanted to ask a question. If you thought Tom's show would ever be named the Swedish show on WFMU.
Pardon me, I missed that last sentence.
I wanted to know if Tom's show would ever be renamed the Swedish show on WFMU.
Well, I will. I'm looking right now.
Because it's really sweet.
No, you mean sweet in what way?
No, it's just sweet, like, you know.
You mean sweet like sweet, dude? Like
Well,
that, or like?
I'll tell you what I see in Tom's future.
Uh-huh.
Tom's future is very exciting.
Oh.
Wow.
Okay, let me just consult a little more here. Tom, you're going to become a huge
You should
radio
use
celebrity.
Windex on it.
What's that?
Use Windex on it. Get a nice, clear vision on it.
Well, I think he's got it. What is it?
Windex.
Okay, yeah, but I'm asking Myrlyn. Myrlyn, what do you see?
I see that you're going to be a huge radio celebrity.
Okay.
You are going to make people forget about Donnie Imus and Howard Stern and the Grease Man.
Well, I guess the Grease Man isn't the... But still, you mean huge in terms of, like, national?
National popularity. There's more, though, friend. There's more.
Okay.
You're going to live in sunny California.
Wow. When does this look like it's going to happen?
Let me just say here, okay? By the year 2008, you're going to be the star of a movie called Radio Days.
Okay. I'll take that.
And you're going to co-star with Sharon Stone.
All right.
And Herb Alpert.
Well, Herb Alpert, Herb Alpert, I guess it is. Hey, you know what? Who am I to be picky about who they put me with? What? I guess the Goblet does not lie based on those.
Hey, Tom.
Uh-huh.
The Goblet is not done yet.
Okay.
You're going to marry Miss Stone.
I'm going to marry Sharon Stone. I am married already, though, you know.
I don't see that in here. I think that's besides the point. You're going to marry her.
I'm going to marry Sharon Stone.
Yep. Here's what else I see.
Okay.
Your best friend is going to be someone with the initials MG.
MG.
Mm-hmm.
MG.
Yeah.
Do you know who that is?
Yes.
Who is it?
Do you want me to tell you?
Yes.
His name is Mel Gibson.
Oh, nice. So this is, you honestly see this right now. You're just not pulling my leg.
As clear as day.
I'll take it. Thank you.
I just hope you don't mind all the paparazzi.
I'll deal with that when the time comes.
Okay.
Well, Myrlyn, let's take another call.
All right, Mr. Stone.
WFMU, you're on the air. WFMU, you're on the air.
Hi.
Hi.
Let me turn down the radio.
Hello.
Hi, Mr. Scharpling. I really enjoy your show.
Oh, thank you.
And I would like to ask Myrlyn if he would tell my future.
I need to know a little about you. Approximately how old are you?
Well, I can give you the exact
Okay.
age. It's 28.
28, okay. You sound older. You have a nice voice.
Thank you. I would like to be a singer someday, but, you know.
Well, do you do radio? Because I see radio in your future, too.
Really?
You said you sing?
Well, yeah, a little like as a hobby. I'm not
Well,
really
I can hear that voice on the radio, and the Goblet is confirming that with me.
Wow. What, is it like FMU? Because that's like the best station, really.
No, it's beyond that. That's small potatoes compared to what you're going to do.
Really?
I see you giving Mr. Michael Bolton a run for his money.
Wow. I mean, that's the big time.
Yeah, it's looking bright for you too.
That's great.
Wow.
Right?
Yeah.
There's a lot of positive energy out there in that area. I wish
feels,
we had it down here.
I mean, you really are seeing some pretty bright things
I'm
these.
seeing great things. Yeah.
So, I mean, can maybe the Crystal Goblet like guide me in some way, like tell me like how to get to be like in like the Michael Bolton like place?
Well, first, I would do research. I would maybe go to the Goblet is telling me to maybe tell you to go to a voice coach because you've obviously got the raw talent. I think the voice coach could only help you hone. I see you recording a demo that gets into the right hands of a certain label chief at Arista Records, and I see you making an album.
Great.
That's super.
That's very good. Thank you for calling.
Thank you, Mr. Scharpling.
Best wishes.
Thank you.
Okay, we got I just got an email. Somebody emailed toms@wfmu.org with a question for Myrlyn. They say, "Hey, I just got divorced. Will I ever get remarried? And if so, will she be hot?" And his name is Dave.
Okay, let me see, I only wish Dave had put a little more information in there.
Uh-huh.
But the goblet is doing its best.
Okay.
I'm getting a vision of someone who looks very similar to the woman, I believe her name is Alexandra Paul, on Baywatch.
From Baywatch.
So,
well, I guess that qualifies as hot.
Yes, but I see conflict too. I see Dave sneaking around on Alexandra.
Okay.
But I see it working out. I see them patching up their differences. I see Dave losing his job, but getting another one that's not as good, but good enough.
That sounds good, I guess.
So he got a nice-looking lady out of it, yes.
Well, you got to be happy with that then, Dave. That sounds... It could have been worse.
Oh, it could have been much worse. I've seen horrendous things in this goblet.
Mm-hmm. 201-200-9368 is the number if you want your 2001 or beyond predicted by our guest, Myrlyn Hogan.
Tom, I should mention that this is never something that a psychic is proud of, and it's always lampooned in January by the talk show hosts, but it's the predictions that did not come true.
Okay.
Okay, and I'm able to laugh at myself. I don't know if the goblet is able to laugh at itself, but do you care to hear some that
Absolutely.
That did not come true?
Absolutely.
Well, in 1997, I predicted that marijuana would replace petroleum as the nation's chief source of energy.
Okay, which I guess you couldn't have been further off.
That did not happen, no.
No.
I predicted in 97 also that prayer in school would become mandatory and enforced by the U.S. Marine Corps.
Which did not
happen.
Nowhere near reality.
In 99, I predicted that Unabomber Ted Kaczynski would marry leggy actress Suzanne Summers.
Okay, again, you're so far that did not.
Not so good.
Yeah.
Just this past year, I predicted that the Was Up guys from TV would have the #1 album, movie, and book in the country by November.
And that was not.
Did not happen.
No.
I also predicted this past year that the Olympics would be canceled due to kangaroo attacks on Taiwanese athletes as they deplaned.
So when you make a prediction like this,
yeah,
does it just feel like the other predictions, or can you sometimes do you know that it's not as sturdy a prediction?
It doesn't always feel right. Like this next one, just didn't feel right, but I didn't want to second guess the goblet. This past year also, I predicted that the film Coyote Ugly would be the biggest grossing film of the previous 25 years.
So that it would outgrow Star Wars.
Exactly, yes.
Okay, and that did not come true at all.
No, and I also predicted, I did predict that the Yankees would beat the Mets this year.
Which did come true.
Yes, but I also predicted that Kiss drummer Peter Criss would manage the team and not Joe Torre.
Which, I guess Peter Criss was busy on his reunion tour with Kiss.
That is correct, yes.
You want to take another call, Myrlyn?
I would love to.
Great.
I'd love to.
WFMU, you're on the air with Myrlyn Hogan.
I'm wondering if there's a baby in my future.
Let me see. I do see one. Healthy and happy, yes.
That's important. Anything else?
I see the baby has a great future. And so do you.
That sounds great. Is there anything else you could tell me?
That's all the goblet is serving up right now. I do wish you best wishes.
Thank you.
Thank you. 201-200-9368 is the number we are fielding calls from you for nationally renowned psychic Myrlyn Hogan. WFMU, you're on the air.
Hey, hi, it's hey Myrlyn. Happy New Year.
How are you? Happy New
Very
Year
good.
to you.
Very good. Another artist question. I'm here in my studio, working away, and excited this year. And just wondering if you have anything in the goblet to tell me.
About your future?
Yes.
Well, let me see.
Okay.
You're an artist?
Artist 39.
39, okay.
Yeah.
I see great things for you, too.
Oh, boy.
Things are going to be good.
Good.
I see you kind of kick-starting a movement. I'm not actually sure what it is, though. I'm a little foggy. But I see you taking an old form and updating it.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm doing kind of redneck Caravaggio paintings.
I think that's what this is, yes.
Yeah.
Well, best wishes with that. I think
Great.
it's going to be great.
Thank you. Well, keep on viewing.
Great. Well,
Thank
thanks
you,
a lot. WFMU, you're on the air with
Hi.
Myrlyn Hogan.
Hi, I just started a new job, and I was wondering if you could tell me how it's going to go.
Well, let me look. What's your name?
Jennifer?
What is the job?
Marketing.
Let's look here, okay?
Do you, now, let me just, while Merlin's looking, Jennifer, is this something that you tend to do, you know?
Yes, actually, I
Like-
kind of fell into it,
Mhm.
but I really like it.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah.
But how, I mean, in terms of psychics, is this something that you're a subscriber to?
Oh, psychic? Sure, yeah.
Uh-huh. Have you seen a psychic?
No.
So,
No,
okay.
I've read some books about, like I read about the tarot, and I'll read about things like that.
Uh-huh. No, Merlin?
Well, the goblet says that you're doing a great job and sees you advancing very quickly and at one point becoming the boss there.
Okay.
Not
All right.
bad.
The boss?
You got it.
Great.
Best
Cool,
wishes.
thank you.
Sounds good. Thanks, Jennifer.
Thanks.
Okay. 201-200-9368 is the number. Nationally renowned psychic Myrlyn Hogan is my guest.
Hey, Tom.
Yes?
I would like to mention this right now. I forgot to mention this earlier when you were asking about artists that I've done readings for. There is one artist that I can that has allowed me to use his names when promoting my services.
Okay, who is that?
Rock guitarist Rick Derringer.
Okay,
Your listeners will no doubt know from his hits Hang On Sloopy, Rock and Roll Hoochie Coo, his work with the Edgar Winter Group, and Cyndi Lauper.
Yeah, so he's had a pretty good career, but I guess he's been vaguely off the map for
that
a
is
stretch.
about to change. That shall change very soon. I predict in the year 2001, Rick Derringer will have the kind of comeback that Carlos Santana had last year.
Are you really?
Yes, and I've been assisting him. He has tapped the goblet to assist him things like what songs to record, where to record, who to record with. I have the goblet has served up several names: Mark McGrath from the band Sugar Ray, Eminem,
Yeah.
Green Day bassist Mike Dirnt, Guided by Voices frontman Robert Pollard.
So those are people who he will be performing with. They will appear on his album.
Exactly. And I mentioned the Santana record.
Which was a huge hit, and I guess Carlos Santana was bigger than he ever was. With
this record is going to put that one to shame.
In terms of,
well, for every copy Carlos Santana sold, Rick will sell 5.
So I think that Santana's album sold like 12 million or something like that?
You multiply that by 5.
So you're saying that his record will sell about 60 million copies?
Yep.
Wow. So, and this is Rick Derringer we're talking about.
These songs are good. I actually wrote 4 of them.
So, so you've co-written stuff with.
Co-wrote, yes. One of them was left over from Fuzzface.
Now, how did you come into taking such a large role in a project like?
Well, Rick calls me about 6 times a day. I assist him with all kinds of advice. Things like what shoes to wear, what to get at the store, what car to buy, what guitar to use on what track. We just kind of hit it off.
So you were a pretty big part of Rick Derringer's life.
And he in mine, yes.
Let's take another call if you don't mind.
Sure.
WFMU, you're on the air with Myrlyn Hogan.
Yeah, how you doing? This is my name's Antonio. I live up in Bloomfield, New Jersey.
How you doing, Antonio?
I got 2 things that I need help with over here in my life. I was just made lead project manager of one of the largest financial institutions in the world, actually, and I'm pretty young. It's pretty crazy over here handling the task, and I want to know how I'm going to do in the future. It's got a great potential future, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to handle it because I'm getting killed, you know?
Well, let me look, okay?
How old were you?
I'm 24,
okay.
Believe it or not. I got my master's. I finished early. It's a financial institution, so I got my broker degree. I got everything.
Antonio, right?
Yeah, you got it.
Antonio, how do you feel about owning the company? Because that's what I see.
Owning the company is something that I would definitely love to do one day, you know, so I definitely feel it, but I don't know if it's going to happen or not. It's a lot of work that I got to do, you know. I just got done work right now, as a matter of fact, you know.
The goblet tells me, if you work hard, your dreams shall come true.
Wow.
Unbelievable.
That's nice. Great. Well, thanks a lot, Antonio.
Wait, I got a second thing. I don't
real quick, because we got a lot of calls coming in.
Okay, no problem. Sorry about that.
That's all right. Good night.
Good night. Thank you.
Thanks. WFMU, you're on the air with Myrlyn Hogan.
Hi, I have a question for the psychic.
Yes.
Okay, a few years back, I lost something. Can you look in the goblet and see if you can find it?
Let me look. I need a little more information than that. Is it something that one would hold in one's hand?
Oh, well, sort of. What it was a cigarette holder in the
Okay.
shape of a donkey, and it was given as a present years ago, and I really love it, and I can't find it. Maybe you can find it in the goblet.
Let me see. Let me consult the goblet.
Sure.
I see a smoky bar. And I see a theft. I don't think you lost that goblet. Not the goblet, I'm sorry. I don't think you lost that lighter. I think that lighter was lifted from you by a close friend. Oh. I would confront that close friend and ask them.
Oh, thanks a lot.
Great. Thank you.
Wishes.
Thanks. The phone number, 201-200-9368. My guest is Myrlyn Hogan, who is on the phone predicting the upcoming events for 2001 for our callers, as well as things that will happen throughout the course of the year. Now, do you have any predictions for this upcoming year?
Do I? Yes, I do. Are you ready?
I'm ready. Yeah, absolutely.
Are you strapped in?
I'm not strapped in. Let me strap myself in.
These are pretty outrageous.
Okay.
Okay, but I think they're all going to come true.
Now, do you have a vaguely a percentage of how accurate your predictions have been in the past?
I have never figured it out, but I would venture somewhere around 93%. I think 93% actually come to pass.
Wow. Well, that's that's an A. If you were in school, 93 on a test is an A. So I'll take that. Let's hear some of the predictions.
Okay. Britney Spears, you're familiar with her?
Uh-huh.
She will dump her current beau, Justin Timberlake, from NSYNC, for his younger brother.
Who is, I don't know what, okay.
He's a singer in his own right.
Okay.
Justin will try to run both of them over.
In
his SUV.
Okay. Wow. So that's kind of.
I also see country singers Faith Hill and Shania Twain starring in the world's first. Are you ready?
I guess I'm as ready as I'll ever be.
Country porn film.
Really?
Yes. And the title of this film is interesting. It's Country Queens. Only there's no O in country.
So you mean to say that they're actually going to make an adult film?
Yes. That's what the goblet tells me.
Look, I'm not complaining. I'm just shocked.
Well, I feel neutral about that, but I know there are some who would be very excited to hear about this. Also, are you familiar with the XFL?
That's the football league that the wrestling WWF Vince McMahon started.
Vince McMahon, yes.
Well,
that debuts in, I believe, February. And this league is going to be a monster. It's going to be massive. And what the goblet tells me is that 75% of the players from the NFL are going to defect to the XFL.
Really?
And there's one specific expansion team that's not in the league yet, but will be by 2003, that is going to dominate. The name of that team? The Western Maine Crabmen.
So that's going to be a team that, I'm sorry, that's just surprising. So a team from Western Maine is going to be the dominant team in the XFL.
Yes. Also, the Toadies. Do you remember the Toadies? The band The Toadies?
They had that one song which was I don't even know what it's called, but it was just like a one. They were like one-hit wonder alternative rock.
Well, one-hit wonder no more. The Toadies are going to reform in 2005 and be bigger than Led Zeppelin ever was. Now, on the same hand, Urge Overkill will try the same thing. They're going to try a comeback too, but will not sell even a single copy of their new album, Here Comes the Dragon Back Again.
So they will not literally one copy will not be purchased.
One single copy.
Mm-hmm. Now, do you have any predictions? I guess it's a pretty big or interesting year politically.
Well,
that a lot of people are wondering what a Bush presidency is going to be like.
Well, I see things not going especially well for the president-elect. I see him becoming a recluse, almost like Howard Hughes during his last days. I see him governing the country from a darkened room at the Las Vegas Hilton.
President Bush, George W. Bush.
George W. Bush. On a related note, I see Vice President Dick Cheney starring in a Broadway play.
So he's going to what? Leave?
No,
the vice president.
He will still be vice president.
But he will be starring on stage.
Yes. Speaking of the vice president, our current vice president, Al Gore will be a much feared typhoid carrier.
Meaning he's going to get the...
He's going to get it. He will not accept treatment. And he will spread it.
Wow. That's shocking.
Or I should say the goblet says he will try to spread it.
So he will actually go out of his way to attempt to spread...
Well, I'm not going to say that. The goblet is a little vague on this one.
Mm-hmm.
But it's strange, is it not?
These are... I have to say that these predictions you've made are pretty heavy duty, and thinking that you have, what did you say, 93%?
Yes.
See, that's shocking to me to think that 93% of these will most likely come true.
There's more.
Okay.
You're familiar with Russell Crowe, the actor?
Mm-hmm.
Russell Crowe will drop his current flame, Meg Ryan, for Steven Spielberg's wife, Kate Capshaw. Spielberg will, in turn, have Crowe blackballed from the entertainment biz altogether.
Okay.
By the year 2009, Crowe will be selling hoagies at XFL games.
So he'll be run out of show business entirely.
He will be broke, too.
Okay. I should say we are joined by psychic Myrlyn Hogan is our guest for the program tonight. The number is 201-200-9368 if you wish to call and have Myrlyn look into his goblet and predict your future.
Hey, Tom?
Yes?
Are you ready for the return of silent movies?
Why, are they coming back?
In a big way, yes. People are tired of hearing things.
Okay, so you see silent movies coming back as a huge movie form.
Yes, I'm not sure exactly how huge, but I think they will definitely rival the talkies. And it's interesting that the term talkies will come back into being now.
Into play, because I guess if you see a movie, if saying that if these silent movies became huge, you would have to know you were going to see one that was silent and not. Let's take another call here, Myrlyn.
Okay.
WFMU, you're on the air.
Hello.
Hello.
Well, let me turn on my radio. I was wondering if anybody else is a little bit skeptic about Myrlyn.
I could not answer you that. I think we should be skeptical in all things. I'm just saying the goblet tells me one thing. I tell you what I see in the goblet. It is up to you to seize that and go with it. You could also not go with it.
And I also do have to say that in Myrlyn's defense, these things, you've made no bones about that this is for entertainment purposes.
Exactly.
Okay.
But do you want to have your future read?
Sure, why not?
Okay.
Why not? My name's Jared.
Terry?
Jared.
Eric.
No, sorry, it's Jared.
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 Sorry. And I'm 21.
21. It's a great age.
So what did you want predicted, Jared?
What are your interests?
Let's see, audio production, I suppose. Big interest of mine.
Let me look. Let me see here. Well, Jared, I hope you like the Hit Factory, because that's where you're going to be working soon.
So that sounds pretty good, right?
I think that's really good.
It's an interesting prediction, I suppose.
I also see you producing records.
How
you know
soon
who
do you
Nash
see
Cato
this?
is?
How soon do you see this,
I see him working with a certain Nash Cato by the year 2002.
So in about a year or so.
Yeah.
That's interesting. Well, I guess it's not so bad, huh?
Sounds good.
Well,
good.
Best wishes,
well,
friend.
Congratulations.
Okay, well, thanks very much.
All right, bye. I guess it see how somebody who was skeptical.
It turns him around. I mean, it's the goblet is a friend to all. That's how I look at it.
Mm-hmm.
The goblet means no one ill will.
I guess not.
No.
Let's take another call here, Myrlyn.
Sure.
WFMU, you're on the air.
Yes, I have to just say I'm a student of the paranormal myself, and I would just like to say something to your listeners. They have to understand that we're talking about what I'll refer to simply as an irrational science. When it comes to predictions, especially with your guest, the most important element is his honesty. He's calling it as he's seeing it. And just as in the case of Nostradamus, who I've studied, quite thoroughly, what happens is sometimes what you see literally gets sort of mixed up, if you will, in a way. Like, for example, Joe Torre, he mentioned Peter Criss managing the Yankees. actually, if you look at that, you realize that all of the Mets fans had colored paint. That was a major image of the World Series, of all the sports fans with painted faces. And you can see how it would sort of twist over to Peter Criss, if you will. Even, for example, with the Rick Derringer record, many times you can't take it exactly literally because he saw numbers. He saw a 5-to-1 ratio, but if you realize he could have been just seeing a glimpse of sales figures in a foreign currency, in which case then you can see immediately what appears to us to be 50 million. No one said dollars, like 50 million lira or 50 million yen is entirely different.
Mm-hmm. How do you feel about that, Myrlyn, as an evaluation of your performance?
Well, let me first say, I think this caller, I was looking at the goblet while you were talking. You know your voice is very similar to the fine actor Joe Pesci, and I think you have a career as a voice double in your future.
It's amazing you should say that to me. I have been doing work for several years as a voice double.
Isn't that amazing?
I've mastered at least 5 or 6 different accents, and as a result, I get called upon to do things in radio spots and on television shows. Actually, I dub in for other actors who are unable to actually make the sounds of foreigners.
It happens a lot, and I see you really taking off in this realm. How do you feel about that?
Well, it's amazing. You know, I have the belief. And
see, but you didn't before, but you do now.
It's absolutely true.
I don't feel that you were calling to expose me or to gang up on me, but I think there was a healthy bit of skepticism there, and I think now you're opening.
I have to admit, you know, that I've never spoken with you before. I've never even called this radio station.
Great. Well, thanks. Your phone's going crazy, so we'll. I thank you for calling.
Best wishes.
Right. Thanks. WFMU, you're on the air with Myrlyn Hogan.
Yes. I'd like to ask a question for Myrlyn.
Yes.
Yes. How are you tonight?
I am well. How are you?
Okay, doing okay. My name's Gabriel. You need some information, right? Early 20s. I'm 23.
Okay.
And I just have a question on my career. Is it looking good, or am I going to switch, or is something going to happen at work, or I'm just kind of troubled about my career.
What I need from you is just a slight description of that career that you're presently involved
well, it's an import-export business, and I'm like I I don't know what you would call it, like a task. I do a little bit of everything. Help with the computers, help with the orders, help. I'm just like one of the cogs in the machine. Small company, but I do my fair share.
I'm looking at the goblet now. It's interesting that you said computers.
Yes.
I see you inventing a new computer. I don't know if you even know that you have that in you at this point, but I definitely see it.
That's
okay. Could you tell me a little bit about my career, though? I'm sorry, I don't mean to like.
Oh no. I see you not terribly satisfied at the job that you're at right now, and I think eventually that will start to wear you down, and then you will leave.
Okay.
And then it'll come to you, the computer idea.
That's not bad.
Okay, yeah, thank you very much. Oh, I have one other quick question.
Real quick.
I just wondered if you had any predictions about Star Wars Episode 2, the new Star Wars that's coming out.
Well, let me look. Let me see.
Caller?
Yes.
Did you hear the show we did about Star Wars a couple weeks ago?
With the psychic?
No. I had somebody on actually who worked on the new movie.
Oh no.
Are you big on the internet?
I mean, I got an email address.
Uh-huh.
I'm not like.
Do you know where? You should check out WFMU.org.
Oh, I do.
Have you gone to the archive page?
Not yours, honestly.
Go to my archive page and look for the Star Wars show. I think if you're a Star Wars fan, you like that. That's from somebody who actually worked on the upcoming movie. But let's hear from Myrlyn now.
What I'm getting from the goblet is this is a bombshell, I think. It will be revealed that Darth Vader is his own mother and father. And also, I'm getting a title, and it's blurry, but it's something like Revenge of the Sith.
Of the Sith.
Does that make sense?
Well, the Sith are the Dark Knights, yeah.
They're the bad people in the episode 1.
So that's not bad.
Well, that's what I'm getting, yes.
Great, thanks.
Okay, thank you very much.
Okay.
Have a good night. Bye-bye.
You too.
Yeah.
Let's take a quick another call here for Myrlyn Hogan, WFMU. You're on the air.
Hello?
Hello?
Hello.
Yes. I'd like to know, I'm in a new relationship, and I'd like to know if it will last.
How long have you been going out?
About 4 weeks.
I see good things. I'm not going to tell you right now how far it will go because I don't want to. I don't know. I don't feel that it's the psychic's. It's the psychic's responsibility to tell someone exactly how a specific relationship with another human will go. But I do see very good things there. I see it that it's very strong. There's a lot of love there.
Sounds good.
Okay, thank you very much.
You're
Best
welcome.
wishes.
Here's a question from the internet, Myrlyn.
Yes.
Someone emailed in, and they are asking, will I ever meet the man of my dreams, and will he be handsome?
Let me check. What's her name?
Well, it's actually a he.
It's a he. That's
Lance.
interesting.
Lance is the
Lance.
person's name.
Lance, I have good news for you. I hope you like the looks of a certain actor, David Hasselhoff, because your new beau is going to be a dead ringer.
I guess that would be great for because he's an attractive guy.
He's very good looking. Hey, Tom.
Uh-huh.
While we're on the subject of actors, I have a little prediction pertaining to a certain actor, Jim Carrey, who's currently riding high with a little film called The Grinch.
Uh-huh.
Well, it seems Mr. Carrey's almost out of luck.
He's almost out of luck?
Out of luck in terms of his success rate. He's about to embark on a, how do I put this gently, a real downward spiral. 13 consecutive flops from the year 2003 to 2018.
So you're saying that he's going to have that much bad luck?
It'll be unheard of, and the Goblet was kind enough to offer up some titles, too.
Of some of his future movies?
Future movies. Unhinged, The A-Hole, The Madman and Man, M-A-N-N, something called Hudge, I'm not sure what that means, H-U-D-G-E, Dinkle and the Indian Brave, Charlie's Uncle Gut. Gut is to be played by Drew Carey. Putt-Putt, a film called President Baseball, which will apparently set an all-time low attendance record for a major star, and also a film called The Reggae Kid.
That's surprising if you think about for a guy who's had nothing but success after success, that he's actually got a pretty bad run coming.
He's got some lean years coming.
201-200-9368 is the number. There's only 10 minutes left in the program. If you have a question for my guest, psychic Myrlyn Hogan, who is predicting people's futures by way of his goblet, which in which you see the future.
Yes, Tom.
Mm-hmm.
Earlier I mentioned the baseball Yankees.
Yes.
This is an interesting one. Baseball great Rod Carew is going to have a hit album in the year 2005.
A hit? What do you mean album?
A compact disc of music.
Like a recording career?
He will have a surprise career. And you know who will also have one?
Who's that?
Football legend Franco Harris.
So you see these guys are going to be recording stars all of a sudden.
Yes,
See, that's very strange.
You know who's also going to be a recording star?
Who's that?
Are you familiar with G.G. Allen?
Yeah, I'm very familiar with G.G.
Well,
Allen.
Of course, he has passed onwards.
Uh-huh.
But his ex-band, the Texas Nazis, will score a #1 hit in 2008 with a song produced and written by Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis.
You mean his band will be #1 nationwide?
Nationwide, and in
Wow.
some countries in Europe.
That I have to see to believe. No offense to you or the Goblet.
I look forward to showing you.
Let's take another call here. WFMU, you're on the air with Myrlyn Hogan.
Hi, I wanted to ask a question.
Yes.
Let me just turn my radio down.
Let me just also remind Mr. Hogan.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, these calls, these predictions are for entertainment purposes.
I guess I just want to ask a general question.
Okay.
Well, I was wondering, actually, there was somebody I wanted to meet, and I was wondering if I was going to meet him this year.
Is this person famous?
Yeah.
Is this person in the music industry?
Yeah.
Who is it? Can you name the person?
I'd rather not.
Okay. I would rather not also, because honestly, I don't think this is someone you should be involved with.
Okay.
I think this person, on appearances, looks good, very talented, exciting, but not for you.
Okay.
Okay?
Can you just tell me how my general year will go?
I think your year looks great. What's your name?
My name's Lori.
Lori. I see good things. I see great things at work. I see a new automobile.
Okay. Sounds
I
good.
think that sounds good.
Yep. Sounds good to me.
All right.
Well,
Thanks very much.
Great. Thanks a lot, Lori.
Have a good night.
You too. 201-200-9368 is the number. We're in the home stretch with my guest, psychic Myrlyn Hogan. WFMU, you're on the air.
Yes, I wanted to ask a question.
Hello?
Yes. Yeah, I've been having this thing with this guy for a while, and I wanted to know where it was going to go from here. Because it's been a lot of, stress on me lately.
Now, I'm seeing a somewhat skewed age difference. Is that true, or am I off here?
No, it's not that big of an age difference.
Okay, well, I think it seems drastic to the Goblet. I think the Goblet perceives it that you are much more mature than this person.
Yeah, you could say that.
Well, I would stay. The Goblet tells me to stay with it for a while, and then you will know. You will know.
I will know?
Yes.
See, can you tell me how I'm going to do, with my love life and my life ahead? Is there, anything that's going to happen at
It looks good. It looks very good.
Okay.
Best wishes.
Thank you.
Thank you. FMU, you're on the air with Myrlyn Hogan.
Hi, I'm wondering how my future's shaping up.
What's your name?
Paula?
Pardon me?
Paula?
Paula. Can I ask what your interests are?
Art?
Your interests? Sports?
Art.
Art.
I'm an artist.
Tom, did you know how many artists you have?
We've had quite a few
in your listenership.
I'm excited to know that my listenership is so potentially talented.
Yes, it's true. I'd be a buzz. I'd be a buzz. I see good things. I don't see a gallery in your future. I see your work hanging in the gallery.
Good.
Hey, Tom?
Yeah?
I have time for one more call.
Okay, let's take that call right now.
Best wishes.
WFMU, you're on the air.
Hi there, Myrlyn.
Hello.
How you doing tonight?
I am good. I think we're winding down here. I have one thing to mention to Tom after this call.
Okay, so I'll hurry up.
Okay.
Cut right to the chase. I've got this job I really like. I'm just kind of curious whether I'm going to be able to get a raise anytime soon.
I not only see a raise, I see a promotion.
You serious?
Yes.
That's not bad.
That's great.
What's your name?
Charles.
Charles, best wishes.
Thanks a lot. Have a good night.
Great, thanks.
Okay, Tom, now I think we're coming to the end here. Is that what you said?
I think that's it, because the show ends in 4 minutes. So
okay, well, Tom, all I need from you is your credit card number.
What?
I need your credit card number.
Why would you need a credit card number?
To pay for the readings I've done all night.
Well, I mean, Wait a minute. Hold on. Wait. Hold on. I'm very confused right
I've done 21 readings, not including you, so that's 22.
now. Okay.
Okay, my rate per reading is $100. Okay.
So,
two.
Uh-huh.
So that is $2,200, and I am ready here with my card reader here. Okay.
Now what? You're a guest on a talk show. This was not a pay to hire performance. I mean, it's not like I got you to play some club or something.
No, but I provided a service for you.
And I provided a service for you. We gave your email address out.
I think you had more listeners tonight than you've ever had.
I think tonight was about right on par with what I'm used to.
The goblet says differently. And so let me get this straight. You're not going to give me your credit card number. Is that right?
I really don't think... Look, when we get a guest on the program...
Yeah?
It's a guest. I mean, it's...
Oh, the goblet is...
Wait.
The goblet is acting funny here. Hang on. Oh, no.
What?
Oh, Tom.
Wait, hold on. Let me just make something clear from my point here.
Oh.
Can you hold on for 1 second?
Yeah, I don't know if you have 1 second, though. Okay, just go. Okay.
When I get a guest, when we contact a guest, it's under the... You're coming on the show to just appear on the program, not to... Again, it's not like a club date or something.
There was never any mention of a gratis reading.
But there was never any mention of me paying you per reading.
Well, okay, then if you're not going to pay, that's fine. Okay, that's fine.
Because I am not going to pay.
Well, I just hope you're ready for this news.
What's that?
The goblet is very stormy now. It's telling me some things about you. You're going to lose that job that you got right now at FMU.
I'm going to lose my show.
Yep. And it says here, somebody with the initials HRR is going to replace you and do everything within his power to destroy your reputation. Who do you know with the initials HRR?
I know one person, this guy Hot Rockin' Ronnie.
Hmm.
Now, hold on. So, what if I was to how much did you say it was going to cost me?
$2,200.
$2,200?
Yeah.
Why? If I was now with my future that you're seeing.
Oh no.
Oh no. What is oh no?
Well, after you lose your job, I hope you have thick skin because people are going to taunt you in the street and throw sticks at you.
Uh-huh.
You're also going to become a huge laughing stock. You're going to be tormented by flies buzzing around you at all times. And then, next November, you're going to be caught stealing from children. Then you're going to go on trial and be sentenced to 30 years hard labor.
Wait, so...
Then you're going to get infested with mites.
So you mean just because... Oh, I like how
Oh, I don't think you like any of it.
No. I like how... Everything was great, and I was going to star in a movie with Sharon Stone and actually marry Sharon Stone when you thought you were going to get paid, but now all of a sudden that you're not that I'm not paying you, you see my future. I'm going to jail, and I'm going to be infested.
The goblet is fickle.
Well, I think the goblet is more interested in the money.
Oh, Tom, there's more.
There's more. What? Wait. Hold, what if I was to maybe?
I can't say that. I can't predict right now.
Well,
the goblet might offer up something else, something worse, maybe. Who knows?
So let's say I will pay you then off the air.
How can I be sure that you're going to pay me? Let me just go on a little bit, okay?
Okay, real quick, because
you're going to be sued by all your victims who you stole from for your life savings.
Uh-huh.
And then you're going to come in just above Idi Amin and a hair behind Joseph Stalin in a 2010 poll regarding who the American people would least like to have dinner with.
Because and this is because you and your goblet are not getting paid $2,200.
You chose the wrong path, my friend.
Can I choose? If I paid you, would that be the right path?
Oh, I don't know. It depends on the goblet.
Now, you mean to say that...
I also see you losing a limb in prison.
Fantastic. And let me just ask you one more thing. So is this just my prediction, or is it every prediction you gave tonight going to change now, too?
I can't say. The goblet won't say, but all I'm saying is about yours.
Like the guy who is going to become the artist, is he now not going to be own a gallery?
The ball's in your court, Tom.
All right, well, I'm sorry to tell you, Myrlyn, I'm not going to pay you. I'll take my chances with my future.
Well, I hope you like living with one ear and one arm.
Great. Well, I would thank you for calling, but I think
I also hope you like weighing 500 pounds.
Oh, that's nice. That's sweet. Thank you, Myrlyn. And I hope you have a horrific 2001. Wait, my goblet is giving a prediction. You're not going to get paid.
Worst wishes to you, my friend.
Yeah, same here, buddy. Hey, this is WFMU, East Orange, WXHD Mount. Hope you're listening to the best show on WFMU. My name is Tom Scharpling. The email address is toms@wfmu.org. And as I mentioned before, we are looking for an engineer for this program. If you have what it takes and you want to be a part of the best show on WFMU, email me at toms@wfmu.org. Stay tuned for the one and only Small Change coming up. He's coming up moments from now. Are you, this is me. Oh, I'm sorry. So, and I wish everybody the happiest of Happy New Years, and the healthiest of New Years, despite what that horrible person just predicted for all of us. For me, I guess he didn't predict anything awful for you people, but it was not good for me.